Well, Coach, obviously you guys were playing really well heading into the break. What's the challenge now and kind of picking it up and just looking ahead to this block here from now until the Four Nations?
Well, I'm expecting that 3 days helped us an awful lot. We've been had run pretty hard right from the start of the year, and today is our second practice in the month of December. Give you an idea of kind of the grind we've been on. So um, I'd like to see this block us to technically really kind of dial in pieces to our game, make sure that we're all on the same page. And you would think, right, that after a few years together, you always have to reinvest in that and constantly work on that and cement it, and then we'll get into that break, and you're all looking for health and come out of that hot. So I think the 3 days have been good for us. We needed it.
Speaking of health, anything on Nicola or Gadget?
Yeah, Meeks is day to day. He won't go tomorrow. Gadge is getting looked at today, so I don't have the results on him. Chucky looked pretty good out there. Bo's back and cleared and ready to roll, so that's we got bodies.
And Adam, good opportunity for Adam tomorrow against the Canadians.
Yeah, because it may be more than one game here. It's day to day, but he's his games against Carolina were good, and he gets to push now. So there's opportunity there. You can come in and you don't have to come out for any of them.
Obviously, a 1 p.m. start tomorrow. Do you like kind of just going right back into it like you guys are?
I do. I like the afternoon games on the road better, right? Because it's beat sitting around a hotel all day, and but it's good to get back after it. The days were really important for us. The rest was really important for us. The first game, kind of the last game before Christmas, which wasn't true of our last game because it was back-to-back, but those 2 games that bookend Christmas, you're not really sure what you're going to get, because 3 days off for NHL teams, that's so out of routine that you're not quite sure what you're going to get back. So short shifts, simplicity in your game kind of thing, and we build from there.
As far as the injuries go, would you bring someone up just for warm-ups, just so you have a person?
Not when we're at home. I don't think we got enough bodies. We're comfortable with that. If we had a guy get sick, we could play one short because we're not stacked up on games. We don't play the next day. We're not in a piece of our schedule that we're afraid of. We could get a guy in for game, not an afternoon game.
Right.
This is one of the handful of games in the year that if you went in one short, you'd be fine. A little more ice time for some guys would be good for them. So I don't think we're in a hurry to have an extra here.
Going back, it looked like back to the lines you used before Bennett and Barkov all got sick and all that stuff.
Where we were, right? We had to move some people around because Sam Bennett played real sick one night because Barkey was out. Then he went out and Barkey came back in, but his legs weren't quite right there. So we played with our lines an awful lot there, and I think there was you didn't necessarily see it by the play, and hangovers not were, but there was an effect of the illnesses running through the team where guys, we kind of, we run Lundell's line real hard for a couple of games because they were the only healthy line, and then kind of cut the minutes back on the other guys. We're going to the game tomorrow more, just run your bench like everybody's normal.
Well, you have the same record as you did last year at this time.
Yeah.
There's ups and downs and challenges you had after the 2 long playoff runs. But when you look at it from maybe 30,000 feet the last few days, are you about as pleased as you could be with this
I am.
until now?
I don't know that I found the right word, but I'm at peace with where we're at. We have a block of our schedule that we don't love, but I understand why. We felt that it'd be about week 2 coming back from Finland, and we had a run of real good teams, and we just were a little. The 2 Jersey losses kind of sum it up. Both games were tied at the 10-minute mark of the second period. Everybody's got their aberrations. There are 1 or 2 games a year that, Game 3 in Buffalo, from an analytics point of view, was not very good for us. Other than that, we haven't had a real nasty one in there. It's a different set of challenges here. It's the energy, right? It's where's the energy source come from? And now you look at a block of 36 games. We've done a pretty good job finding it. We've done a pretty good job finding that edge to play. And I think we've all felt that we will build as this year goes. Just even how we moved on the ice today. Christmas is over, you get your break. Everybody knows there's another big one coming up. So we'll look at this block of time to build. Structurally, I think we're in really good shape. We've got one piece to our game I'd like to see us improve, but it's what we work on all the time, just the number of times we have to defend a rush, how we have to defend a rush, why we have to defend a rush, that concept. Other than that, most of our analytics are pretty good.
What has A.J. Greer meant to the team this year so far?
Well, just on a specific level, I mean, I think he and his line were the reason we won in Edmonton. They are the guys in some ways bringing that energy to us now. So they're the new guys. And I think he's a guy that plays the game that we want to play. We have guys like that at different levels because Bennett and Kachuk play that game. Mikkola plays that game, the game that we want to play. He's been consistent with it, been very physical. Really works hard at his game. He's on the ice before practice. He's on the ice after. He's in the weight room. He's a really good pro. But he's got a physical element to his game that we really respect and enjoy. He and Thomas Nosek in the last 4 or 5 games have been really important to us. They played incredibly well in Minnesota. It's the hard games where he excels at the end of a 5-game road trip, where the other guys are a little banged up because of minutes on them. We had the illness. That line was really, really good. I started them in each of the periods, and they were really, really good in that game. When we haven't quite had the legs, they have. You know, they've kind of pushed us and helped us through it. We're still getting to know him. I think when I say this, I want to caution, I think there's more offense there. I don't think he's left it on the table. He's got hands. He can make plays. He can shoot the puck a ton. But what we value the most is that he forechecks the way we want to forecheck. He's in and on the puck.
Nico, would you say upper?
Yes.
Goalie alone?
Addie, are we allowed to announce that?
Could be a Christmas gift.
A little something for you.
Good, I guess.
Spencer's going to play tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Any other
Okay, guys. Everybody else is good? Okay, have a great day, guys.
Thank you.